Hello and welcome to each one of you. Today we shall be talking about stress busters and why it is important to de-stress ourselves. Stress is common. Stress is common to each one of us, but we need to know how to de-stress. For example, focusing on our breath to know more and about how we feel when we climb a stairs, when we do work, are we feeling exhausted or tired in other sense? What are the advantages of de-stressing? It relieves our bottled up thoughts, physical tension, feeling of being lonely. It also helps us to become socially active. What happens when you're too stressed? There's social withdrawal. You don't like to meet people. You don't like to have a conversation. You avoid a crowd. That here, what when we de-stress, there are certain things that we do when we bust our stress. If you're burned out, we monitor our breathing, whether it is hollow, whether it is shallow, or whether it is deep. Deep breathing is a wonderful exercise to do if you're feeling stress because deep breathing activates the lungs so that you feel more active. You also feel better. It improves the capacity of your lungs if you're shallow breathing. It also helps you in being present, um, in the presence of knowing what you're doing and why you're doing it. And also it helps you to connect better. And each time you're de-stressing, you're challenging yourself to be socially active. In the sense, you do not take the excuse and why me? Why me can be totally avoided when it comes to de-stressing. Because self-pity will not help when you're stressed out. It is, and it is common knowledge that no one will share their problem with another. That is, exchange a problem which the other person has, because their problem will be much more worse than what you have. So when you get involved with others, involved in what challenges they're facing, we also get to know our problem or our trouble that we are going through is much lesser. So in that way, you can bust your stress easily. But deep breathing, monitoring breath, doing exercises, deep breathing helps you not to feel depressed too. So in that way, it relieves you of a lot of things. It improves your respiratory uh, functions, which in turn helps us to feel better. It boosts our moods. We are more happier with by deep breathing. We are more, when you shallow breathe and it's not complete, we tend to feel uh, like lonely. We also tend to feel, why is this happening to me? But it is not a me factor. It is a factor where you have to understand how a parasympathetic and a systematic organs work at endocrine glands work, but the overall advantage of it comes when we deep breathe properly, when we take to walking properly, walking the right way. Brisk walking is what is recommended when you're feeling a little low. To bring our moods up and activating the endocrine glands. You also can take up activity like laughter club. You can laugh for some time, and you can also enjoy the laughter clubs that were started was to bring out that feeling, because people have lost two things now: how to smile and how to laugh. You hear it less. So to bring back that joy in your life, we can get back to activities like these. And also the act of clapping. Clapping also activates the endocrine glands. And all that done, if you can do the act of walking, it helps a lot. Plus, working on our five sense organs, that helps when we write, we use a hand for better eyes and hand coordination. We also do eye exercises. Exercises like taking breaks in between when you're working in the computer, deep breathing, relaxing. To feel relaxed, we need to breathe well. And when we breathe the right abdominal breathing way, we are uh, bringing back the natural way of breathing into us. And we have to monitor that, because at time we just breathe because we are breathing, but because we know we're getting oxygen free. But we have to develop it and also have the attitude of gratitude, feel better. Also know that since we're getting air, we need to be grateful for it. And we also need to do our exercise of abdominal breathing or deep breathing to activate our lungs, so that will help to keep our minds active and alert. And to start with, whatever stress when you're burned out is a result of pent up feelings, bottle up thoughts, where you've not tried to express how you feel because of lack of social interaction. And find a friend who you can trust, find someone who you can trust where you can express what you feel, or have a journal where you write down the thoughts that are coming to your mind, so that you get over that your feeling of loneliness, and you're able to write it down and get it out of your system. That also helps when you feel you're too low. For example, take the story of a lady who marries army officer and had to go deep down, and the camping site was a desert. She could only see sands and sand everywhere, and she wanted to come back home. She wrote a letter to her father saying, "I can see nothing but sand around me." And the father replied, "Look again, look out of the window, look up, and you can see the sky. You have wonderful opportunities in the desert where you can learn the desert craft, be active with people, learn a new language, and develop, keep yourself active instead of feeling lonely and nothing to do." And she did. She mastered new skills. So when we are feeling low, we can look around us and learn a new skill too. Hope this stress buster exercise was useful. Thank you.